Be brave. Take risks. Nothing can substitute experience. When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. Remember your dreams and fight for them. You must know what you want from life. There is just one thing that makes your dream become impossible: the fear of failure. Love is a trap. When it appears, we see only its light, not its shadows. Tell your heart that the fear of suffering is worse than the suffering itself. And no heart has ever suffered when it goes in search of its dream. Everything that happens once can never happen again. But everything that happens twice will surely happen a third time. Waiting is painful. Forgetting is painful. But not knowing which to do is the worst kind of suffering. You can become blind by seeing each day as a similar one. Each day is a different one. Each day brings a miracle of its own. It's just a matter of paying attention to this miracle. If you start by promising what you don't even have yet, you'll lose your desire to work towards getting it. Everything is possible, from angels to demons to economists and politicians. Love can consign us to hell or to paradise, but it always takes us somewhere. We have to stop and be humble enough to understand that there is something called mystery. Writing means sharing. It's part of the human condition to want to share things, thoughts, ideas, opinions. Let us be absolutely clear about one thing: we must not confuse humility with false modesty or servility. What interests me in life is curiosity, challenges, the good fight with its victories and defeats. I cry very easily. It can be a movie, a phone conversation, a sunset. Tears are words waiting to be written. I love almost everything about my work except conferences. I am too shy in front of an audience. But I love signings and having eye contact with a reader who already knows my soul. I believe enlightenment or revelation comes in daily life. I look for joy, the peace of action. You need action. I'd have stopped writing years ago if it were for the money. I always was a rich person because money's not related to happiness. Life was always a matter of waiting for the right moment to act. No, I never saw an angel, but it is irrelevant whether I saw one or not. I feel their presence around me. The more in harmony with yourself you are, the more joyful you are and the more faithful you are. Faith is not to disconnect you from reality, it connects you to reality. Everybody has a creative potential, and from the moment you can express this creative potential, you can start changing the world. The more violent the storm, the quicker it passes. Every blessing ignored becomes a curse. We have lost contact with reality, the simplicity of life. I'm not saying that love always takes you to heaven. Your life can become a nightmare. But that said, it is worth taking the risk. The wise are wise only because they love. The fool are fools only because they think they can understand love. Happiness is just another of the tricks that our genetic system plays on us to carry out its only role, which is the survival of the species. You drown not by falling into a river, but by staying submerged in it. When you are enthusiastic about what you do, you feel this positive energy. It's very simple. You have to take risks. We will only understand the miracle of life fully when we allow the unexpected to happen. One is loved because one is loved. No reason is needed for loving. The good old days, when each idea had an owner, are gone forever. Beauty is the greatest seducer of man. No one can lie, no one can hide anything when he looks directly into someone's eyes. You should treat a muse like a fairy. Every day I try to be in communication with the universe in an unconscious way. I think you can have 10,000 explanations for failure, but no good explanation for success. Of course, to have money is just great because you can do what you think is important to you. I always was a rich person because money's not related to happiness. We want to answer this classical question, who am I? So I think that most of our works are for art, or whatever we do, including science or religion, try to answer that question. Sometimes I catch myself stooping, and whenever I am like that, I am sure something is not quite right. In writing, I apply my feminine side and respect the mystery involved in creation. I am 100% Virgo, stubborn, overorganized, slightly abstracted from the rest of the world. I'd have stopped writing years ago if it were for the money. Physical elegance, which is what I am talking about here, comes from the body. This is no superficial matter, but rather the way that man found to honor the way he places his 2 feet on the ground. The gigantic tension before the shooting of an arrow, and the total relaxation seconds later, is my way of connecting to the universe. Things do not always happen the way I would like them to happen, and I had better get used to that. I've done everything I wanted to do, even if I have had to pay a very high price, which has been the case most of the time.